Thanks for all being here this Monday. So we would like to make you a ORCA presentation. We'd like to thank ISM University for their kind hosting, and greets to our Facebook and YouTube community. So I am Laurent Bourquin. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of ORCA Alliance. I personally arrived in Lithuania 8 months ago, and I don't regret my choice so far to have left investment banking, where I worked during 6 years, for a disruptive fintech startup. So today, we would like to present you one of our technical solutions that will be implemented in our open banking platform. But before that, I would like to give you the context. So there is no need to be a financial expert to say that the whole banking sector is getting disrupted by several factors. A couple of years ago, it would have been inconceivable to think that a startup can enter the closed market of retail and investment banking and take over a part of its market share. The entry level to go into the banking business was extremely complex, if not impossible for an SME or a startup. You have license acquisition, you have the reserve requirement, and extremely complex market penetration that is jealously kept by multi-million dollars entities. So nowadays, a fintech startup that smartly takes the opportunity of technological innovation, new legislations such as PSD2, and come with a correct answer to the consumers, can effectively compete with these oligopolistic banks. So actually, what changed? To name a few, we are now in the era of big data and the possibility for third-party providers to analyze them. We have artificial intelligence is surging everywhere, and of course in the banking system. The switch of consumer behavior as well changed. They want more choice, they want tailor-made solution, and everything faster. And the concept of open banking is now on every bank's agenda. So, what is open banking? Open banking is more of a concept that aggregates different financial services from different financial providers into one single interface, leaving choice to the consumer to use this or that services from this or that bank. So there is no need to get its life insurance from the same providers that give you a payment card. To do so, the ORCA platform takes the opportunity of API. So these application programming interface allow third-party providers, such as ORCA, to gather and trigger actions on behalf of users. So indeed, based on the last business survey of SCI Worldwide that been released beginning of this year, nearly 90% of banks are now developing these APIs, either to align with ongoing legislation, such as the PSD in Europe, or just to stay technologically up to date with this changing market. So the main goal of ORCA is to connect all these APIs to create a personalized ecosystem where user would access a swarm of services just a few clicks away. But with ORCA, we go one step further. We integrate the cryptocurrency within this ecosystem to mix both worlds, traditional finance and cryptocurrencies. So just to put the world's money into perspective, as you probably heard, cryptocurrencies start to gain its place as a medium of payments nowadays. There is about 25 million users worldwide using cryptocurrencies, more than 1,635 and counting cryptocurrencies already available. And if we look at the top 5 biggest market cap in cryptocurrency, we have already 1.5 million transactions a day. At the moment, crypto market cap is approximately the same size of the market capitalization of Amazon or Apple. And we believe in ORCA that in a couple of decades we will not be surprised that cryptocurrency can maybe equal half cap of gold market cap. So I would like to invite Nathan that will present you our open banking platform, as he is the CEO and the co-founder, and the way we take advantage of all these changing markets to answer customer needs. Thank you. Nathan, thank you.
Thank you, Laurent. So, hello everyone. It's so nice to see you here this afternoon. Also, my greetings to those watching us online. I know before we started there were almost 100 people online. I don't know how many are there now, but for sure some of our friends from Korea, US are watching, so it's a kind of international event already, we can call it. So I would like to start by saying that in ORCA we changed the way people manage their finances. We disrupt the financial industry, and in a minute we'll show you how we do that. ORCA is a platform, a unique personal finance management platform designed specifically for cryptocurrency users. We do that by connecting financial institutions, third-party services, exchanges, and crypto wallets. By doing that, we reinvent the way people manage their finances today. We see that crypto is going to masses, but in order for it to achieve mass adoption, we believe there needs to be a link with fiat. And that link must be instant. So we've been solving this riddle for a year in the regulated environment, and finally we're very excited to announce that we will present you today the instant cash withdrawal from crypto exchange to your debit card in a matter of seconds. It's a first open banking solution integrated together with crypto. Nobody has ever done this before, and we're very excited to present you that. We achieved that by combining 3 APIs of crypto exchange, payment gateway, and API of financial institution. But the tech part is going to be covered by our CTO, Dmitry. Before that, I just want to thank you, our big community. We have 50,000 people all over the world supporting us, cheering for us, helping us, sending their advices, ideas. Also, I would like to thank our advisors. Without their experience, you wouldn't be seeing this today. And of course, our team, which basically works 24/7, puts a lot of effort, love, and thoughts into this product. So let's give them a round of applause, guys. And now I would like to invite Dmitry, CTO and co-founder of ORCA, to show you the magic. Thank you.
Hi everyone, so I am Dima from ORCA. And what we will see today, we will see our first presentation of a new feature. We try, as Nathan said, to connect exchange with financial institution. And what happens, we use APIs of different institutions on behalf of users. We see how transactions are initiated, and after confirming the transactions, we initiate another ones. So we really save time on waiting, and we save time on the excluding human presence. So everything is made automatically. To show you how it is really done, we will show you several screens. So first of all, at this screen you will see the, can we connect? Yeah, just a second. On the other screen, here you will see the console we made especially for this presentation. And here, wait a sec, I will show you a clean screen. Yeah. So at this console screen, you will see all the notifications, all the calls, and all the transactions we have during this showcase. At major screen, you will see the interface we created for this presentation. It's not the ORCA platform. It's the interface made especially for this showcase. So here you will see the user part. Let's call it like that. So let me change the screens. Here it is. So here is our user interface. I connected my crypto exchange account and my financial institution account to this dashboard through APIs. And I will try to deposit my cryptocurrency directly to the financial institution account. Before doing that, I would like to say that I would like to show you our real native interfaces. I need to log into them, so just Nathan, keep a pause, and I will log in.
Okay, so while Dmitry is logging in into his bank accounts, because obviously our development team doesn't know his passwords, I'll just explain what is going to happen here. What we're doing today is we're showcasing the instant cash withdrawal. Why we think it's important? We want you to have your crypto at your fingertips. We have some solutions that allow you to do crypto payments. We had a case with 10x. We know what happened, but basically what is important that when you have your crypto in your exchange, it takes usually like for 1 to 2 days to take it out of your exchange. And with this solution, it will take you less than 10 seconds. So that is very important for the use cases of crypto, and in order to achieve mass adoption, and if we want crypto to be adopted by people, not only by traders, we need to have it at our fingertips. So, Dmitry?
So I am back. As I mentioned before, here you will see 3 screens. 2 of them will be native interfaces of financial institution, showing you the current balances of fiat. And the third one is all of our beloved Etherscan, where we will show you that the transaction of Ethereum happens in real. So before doing that, I have one more proof I would like to show you. I linked my fiat account to that card, and I want to show you that my balance is 0. It's really sad for me, but it's the truth. So I will try to buy something from this vending machine. As you see, the card is authorized and processing, and it says nothing, 0 credit. So as far as you understood, I am not able to use that card. To prove you that this card is real and I'm not shuffling or doing something wrong with it, I would like to ask guys from Tieto, a really nice company, to save it for me during the showcase. And after the showcase, I will try to repeat that and buy something good for you. So, yes, let's try to do that. I'm really nervous, but I know it will work, so let's do it. I hope not. So here, let's make it like 15 euros, a small payment, and I push withdraw. So here you see all the requests are happening in real time. The timer counts, and that's it. It happened. Look, yeah. To say the truth, I even received the email confirmation that I received payment. So it's happening really fast. My balance is already 15 euros. And we see that payment gateway made a transaction to my account. Can you refresh Etherscan? Let's see. And refresh it once again, because sometimes Bittrex is lagging. Do it. Okay, we will see it in a second, but as far as I know, sometimes it's happening, so don't worry, we will see the pending transaction really soon. By that time, I want to show you that using the same APIs, we will see the change of balances right here in the main window too. So my Bittrex account is slightly smaller. Yes, the transaction is pending already, and here is my balance at at financial institution. So the last but not least, let's try to buy something with a card. So it's the same card, right? Yeah, apparently, okay. So what do you want? We have coconuts, pineapples, something? Oh, mangoes. Okay, so let's see. Mangoes, 3 euros. Really, mangoes? Okay. Okay, so this is my card, once again. And its authorization, it's still processing, and here is 10 euros. So I need to put 42. And here you go. I just... Who said mangoes? You said mangoes, here's your mangoes. So what we did, we simply bought something from the vending machine using payment card and converted our cryptocurrency to fiat in less than 10 seconds. I would like to ask guys from theater, as you are here like professionals, can you confirm that this transaction happened and we are not like recording and showing a movie?
Yeah, at least I can say that API works, and I think everything is in your hands, and it looks great, yeah.
Thank you. So you heard the man, right? It looks great. Thank you all. Please follow us because on all of the social networks. Because what we do in ORCA, we try to find new use cases of APIs and open banking. We connect them, we mix them, we try to experiment with different showcases, and we are inventing the new features for our platform and for the whole market. So it was nice showing this to you. Thank you.
And we're happy to answer any questions if you have some. Or maybe we have some questions from the audience watching us online.
Yes, thank you very much. We have questions from the community. They watched the YouTube translation, and the first question is, in demo you used Ether and Euro. What other crypto and fiat currencies will be supported once the full version of ORCA is released?
Actually, it's as it is the use case of cryptocurrency transition to fiat. Almost all legit cryptocurrencies can be used. So we don't say that it will be only Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's like the range is huge.
The range basically is the cryptos that you have in your crypto exchange and you're able to sell.
All right. Best regards from United States. Will US citizens have the option to use ORCA application?
Yes, they won't have an option to participate in the token sale, but for the use, yes, they will.
I saw one more question here from the crowd.
Hi, thanks. We've seen the withdrawal to a tied account while here, Mr. Tango. Does it require from your end previous onboarding of the financial institution, or you can just connect to any kind of traditional financial application?
Actually, we chose Mr. Tango because, yeah, we partnered with him, and it is really unique how startups let you make transfers between their accounts. So if we would make a transaction from different banks, from one bank to another, it won't depend on the API or on our speed, right? So now we choose like Mr. Tango to show you the showcase. Later, it can be changed to any other financial institution. So we, any financial institution which uses APIs, open banking paradigm, and would like to partnership with us, we are open for suggestions.
All right, one more question, really nice one. When ICO, when Moon, and when Lambos?
Soon.
Okay, someone, please. We have more time. Oh, yes, Tadas.
You got the 15 euros immediately, but the transaction was still pending. What if transaction after pending fails?
That's a good question, actually. Nowadays, most of the payment providers wait for like 4 or 5 blocks or even 30 blocks to prove that transaction is real, happened, and won't be reversed. We are using APIs of exchanges, which mean that on behalf of the user, we can access their balances and see the status of the transaction. If we see that transaction was initiated and left the balance from the Bittrex side, I mean like Bittrex in our example, everything is great. But if we will receive a notification that something went wrong and balance is refunded, we will make the second try, the third try and the fourth try, and we will still freeze that funds for the payment gateway and won't let user to double spend. So it's only because the APIs, you know, all the things. Anyone else? Something? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hello. You used Mr. Tango as financial institution example in this demonstration, but which more traditional financial institutions do you have in your pipeline?
Actually, we work a lot with SEB Bank because we have a really nice sandbox and we are working hard to achieve a open banking framework. And actually, nowadays, it's almost all banks in Europe will be available really soon because all of them are working for the open banking paradigm and for the API, the open API.
So basically, yeah, we will be able to access any API, any open API of the financial institution in Europe. Many of them were supposed to have them open already by January this year, but they're slow. So we'll wait until they do that. But when they will, we will be able to access any bank basically in any financial institution in Europe.
But actually, I am more excited about the Revolut. Revolut uses APIs too, so just in case.
All right, the community as well would like to know what was the cost of the whole transaction?
Actually, this is really a nice question too. The transaction fee from the withdrawal fee from the cryptocurrency exchange we choose at the moment was 0.006 Ethereum. It's something around 3 euros nowadays, or $3. But the fees depends on the exchanges, and the fees depends on the service provider. What is cooler than that financial institution which we have chosen has no fees for inner transactions. So for this experiment, we paid like only $3 for the fee of Bittrex.
So yeah, what's important to mention, ORCA doesn't charge anything. So the only fees you pay or the user is paying is the fees that are charged by a financial institution or crypto exchange that he is using. So it's normal, regular fees that he would be charged if he would be withdrawing funds, basically.
What we do, we help to save you time. We don't like make it something strange or magic or other case. We simply automate the process and make it faster.
Do we have any more questions from the audience? Yes.
Yes, hi everybody. I have a question. How are you going to avoid using your system as a tool for money laundering, and if you are going to do it?
So KYC, AML procedures are always implemented. And in this exact case, it's really interesting use case because from one side we have a crypto exchange which is registered, which provides KYC and AML for their users, or asks for KYC and provides AML. And on the other part of the transaction is the regulated institution also. So the whole transaction is happening in the really safe and secure environment. So on both, and what is more, the user who sells his crypto or converts his crypto receives money to his account. So it's like converting assets or different assets of the same user in regulated space. So we think that this might be a really regulated example, or the example of regulated transaction.
All right, and the community is still very assured. So do we need to use ORCA token to have it the transfer made?
For the transaction, there is no need to use ORCA token. For the platform, there is, but for such use case, no.
ORCA token will be used as an access token. So you will need to have some tokens at your balance just to be able to access the features of a platform. But as Nathan said, we're not charging.
All right, Dima, this is a question for you. Is it possible to sustain the same speed and time when people are rushing to convert their assets at once, like 100 people at once?
We believe yes. It's a question of scalability, but in this case, we believe that it is really possible.
Okay, and one more. We know that you implement the services of Mr. Tango. Does this mean it is necessary to have an account with them, or we can use more?
For this exact representation, yes. For this exact case, yes. In the future, as we mentioned before, all the parts can be, how do you say that word?
Parts are interchangeable, basically. You can install any API of financial institution into the dashboard as long as they have the open API, and we're integrating them. So, yeah, Mr. Tango is just a good example because they're our partners and it's just easier to showcase them, but you can use banks like Barclays, Deutsche Bank, or SCB Bank, or any other bank if they have the open API in place.
Do we have any more questions from the audience? Of course, Vytautas.
It's not a question, just I'm so excited about this showcase and yeah, really, I want to congratulate ORCA with this small step for ORCA and huge leap for whole financial market, financial system.
Thank you.
Okay, I believe the rest of the questions, dear community, will be answered in our Telegram group. So please go there, join it, and we will finish the discussion.
We have one more question.
Oh.
Actually, more people asking questions over messages, just using the opportunity we're here. So first question is like, does this mean that you actually credit the client? Do you provide the credit to client? Like if transaction is pending, but the money is already there? And also, like, what is the Bank of Lithuania opinion on this and on the automatic conversion of crypto assets to fiat assets? And the last question, then adding commercial banks, like, how are you going to get the commercial banks to accept the cash flows from crypto assets?
Okay, so yeah, 3 questions. So I'll start from the last one with the commercial bank. It's very easy because the way they accept now, basically, if you transfer your money from crypto exchange to your bank account, if they ask you questions like, you know, show us where the money come from, or you just answer them, it's like any other crypto exchange transaction to your bank account. It has nothing to do with us. We just initiate them. As long as you're good to go, as long as your money are clean, you're good to go. The opinion of Lithuanian bank, actually, we should probably ask the Bank of Lithuania. But here we, as a startup, we don't touch the money. We only do the API calls for the user. So basically, what happens, the process is the same as if the user would go and just click buttons by himself. Just we're helping him to do that. And in terms of, are we giving credit?
I can answer it. Actually, nowadays on the market there are a lot of alike service providers. Not the same, but alike. For example, BitPay. BitPay is a company which lets merchants to receive payments with Bitcoin.
You should use CoinGate. They're like from Lithuania.
Or in Lithuania, CoinGate. And the thing is that when merchant would like to receive payments in crypto, they buy that crypto and pay merchant the fiat money. It's not like financial institution, it's just a service provider. And actually in this whole thing, that converter acts really alike. So we're not doing something new or something not legit. We have exchange, we have a payment gateway, which can be CoinGate or BitPay or any other company, and they simply will buy your crypto.
So yeah, it's not that we're doing the payment gateway service, it's the service provider who takes the risk of exchanging the crypto later in the exchange, but we have these service providers already in the market and this service is working. So, and they have APIs.
And as we do that, like BitPay and CoinGate do it already, we too credit for a small period of time their users. So it's normal practice.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming. Follow us. More details in the description. Push like, push share, and follow us on all the social medias. Hey.